fake. Brissett. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dorrance Armstrong. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Brissett sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Third quarter starts with a run from LaDainian Tomlinson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Vick on fourth down. A beautiful fake. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now here's Vick. And that, nearly picked off. Or would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Again, it's Vick. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw, Vick. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go play action with Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Gets past one man. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's Michael Vick. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keyshawn Johnson, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 1st down, Vick. Shoves him aside. Touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson. 26 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's caught. Decker. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 88 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Brissett. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 46 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right.